You just took a bit.
No. Hi, Mr. Alatori. I'm Kelsey Hansen. This is my demonstration speech, and I go to HCC. Sorry about that. Okay. I am going to teach you guys how to knit. Knitting is really important and fun for me because it's a really great habit, and it's really fun to do because it teaches you hand-eye coordination, and it also you can make really cool, fun items with it. So first off, the most important part of learning how to knit is your needles. Needles are very important, and for a beginner I would suggest, and also howtoknit.com would suggest, getting a bigger size needle for when you're beginning to start. These are a 13 millimeter. You can see that they're kind of big, and I have another pair that I'll compare them to so you can see, but they're pretty big, and then it makes the threads, that's what they're called, the little loops, that you end up knitting bigger, and it's easier to see and finish. Okay, my yarn's a little bit messed up right now. Casting on is the technical term for starting. What you need to do is, I'm creating a big, a lot of room for me to start working. And you need to first start by making just a simple slip knot, and that's really, it should be simple to do, but if you don't know how to do it, I'm sure you can find somebody to teach you. So you just make it so it's really easy to slide, and then you'll have one end that's called the tail, and that's the very end of the yarn, and you take that and take one of your needles, just doesn't matter which one, and just slide it right on the needle, just like that. It doesn't matter which way the tail is facing or anything, and then you pull the tail, and it tightens around the needle, just like this. So you want to have a little bit of space, I would say just about half a centimeter between the knot and the slip knot and the needle. Now, this is kind of a tricky part, and this is when you make the first row, is what it's called, on the needle. You take this, the part of the yarn that is coming from the yarn of the ball, and you take it and you wrap it around. You will take your index finger of whichever hand that you're going to use. If you're right-handed, I'm right-handed, so that's what I'm going to use. If you're left-handed, you can use your left hand. Take it and take the back side of your hand, if you're facing your palm out like this, and wrap the yarn around the back of it, or around the back of the palm side. Okay, this is kind of complicated to explain. And then you take that, so it looks like this. If you're looking at it, so it'll look like this. And then you wrap it twice around your hand, and then you just take it and slide it from this part and slide it on the needle. And you just keep doing that, and you do that to make this is what sets the code and how long your object is going to be. This is going to be the start of a scarf, just a simple scarf, and I'm going to make it probably, this is about 5 stitches. So once you do that, this is where the second needle comes in place. This is also a very tricky part, so it's important to pay attention. I'm sorry, it's kind of hard for you guys to see with this color. So you see how these are all spread out, right? Can you guys all see that? Okay, so you would see this part, the part of the needle right here. I'm just going to start with this very first loop, and you take your second needle that you're not using, and you slide it against the first needle through the back. Do you see that, how I did that? And then you take the part that's coming off of the yarn ball and wrap it around the back needle, which is your second needle, and through the middle of the two. So it's in between the middle. And then you take the second needle that you just wrapped the yarn around, and you pull it through and on top of the first needle. It's really complicated unless you have it, but it's really easy once you figure it out, and you just slide the whole loop off. And you just repeat that just many, many times until you get something that looks like this.
Looks like John is moving.
And this is one that I have been working on for a while. And so this is what you would come up with. Thank you for watching my speech.